everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place, and I'm so happy that you're joining me today. Thank you so much for visiting and watching the brunch that we served. It was, again, I just have to say, so much fun. We're still living off of some of those things, but today, which is Thursday, I don't know when this video is going to come out, probably Sunday, but we have company arriving in just about probably 2 or 3 hours, and then more company coming tomorrow night. Everybody's staying through the weekend, and then my son Brandon's celebrating a birthday on Monday, so he'll still be here. They're going to stay with us an extra night. So I thought I'd try and sneak something in. I know we didn't finish the family room, so but it's not enough for a whole video. So I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna take you to a few little spots in the house where they're just little vignettes. And because I don't think I did a ton in the kitchen. I did a little. I'm gonna do a little kitchen tour. So we'll be doing like several things, so hopefully a little inspiration. And also what I'm talking about is when you don't need to change everything. I changed everything in the family room, but like our foyer, I tweaked one thing, and but it set the tone. So there's always some tips and tricks, just like if you're getting ready and thinking about your fall, thinking about your colors. I mean, could I stay with blue and whites? Absolutely. A chinoiserie or grand millennial fall is going to be filled with blue and white and orange, which is, the complementary color to blue. So, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. I won't decide that till I start pulling out my fall decor, and I don't really have the inspiration. I really wanted to go chinoiserie this year or grand millennial, but I just don't know if I have enough of that stuff to really accomplish it. So, okay, let's get started. Since this is a show and tell instead of a decorate with me, I'm just going to tell you about what I did in here. So you guys, we already did this video. If you missed it, it's in my summer playlist, and details that weren't in the first video are what we did on the bottom, which, it's a lot of stuff down there, but at the last minute, I was just kind of putting stuff out. I turned a couple of books around. One thing I've noticed, if you haven't, right now is you're seeing a whole lot of 2 to 3 books, and then tied with twine I think I saw it for summer, but mostly fall. So I thought, I don't need to buy that. I mean, they're like, let's just say they're $15 for something like that. I have so many hardback books because I love them. A lot of them are black. So I went ahead and did that, and for summer left these sweet little, it's actually part of a garland that broke, so I just left that there. These little guys are new from Amazon this year. They come with the candle in there. They're a nice tiny size if you need a spot. And then I just kind of added a few things down here. Not much, some stationery. And those fish, I don't know if you can still get those at Hobby Lobby anymore. I didn't see them last time I was there. Oh, and then on the top shelf I did add, so I added this sweet little trinket box with shells, and maybe I had that there, but I don't think I did. Maybe I did. But on this side, this was the cutest little picture. I took my granddaughter for a walk one day when I was babysitting. She was in the stroller, and these are just wildflowers. And I said, would you like a flower? So I picked them, and she held them all the way home. I can't tell what's in her. Those are probably snacks in her other hand, but we got back and she held that up. And I thought it was such a cute picture. So I put that in my lily frame and just added one of my shells. Okay, so I started out with white throws. And you guys know how I am about color. I'm going to take it away and let you see. Actually, I'm going to let you see the whole little deal. Make a mess here. This is what I started with, this couch. So just that pillow. Let me take this one away too, so you get the full effect. And by the way, so these pillow covers are from Amazon, but These I'd already had, so the backs of them are white. And then, you know, you find your orders and it says bought before. Well, they've changed it, so they've double-sided them now. So that's kind of funny, but anyway, this was the look. And I was just getting a little too white. So I know it's not the same color, but I ended up adding a pillow, which that's the same color too. And let me straighten out this side. And I just layered them. So you get a little bit of the white and the blue. And then, you know, I did this. So I thought that was a nice way to bring in just a little bit more pop of color. If you were waiting for the fireplace screen, yes, it arrived. Yes, I put it up right away. My husband didn't like it. It's gold. It's flat, but it doesn't, I was thinking it would sit flat against that, but it has to have feet behind it. And so I said, well, let's live with it for a few days. And after a few days, I wasn't into it either. So we actually took it to our cottage in Lake St. Louis, and we're going to see if we can use it there. What did I change up here? I think I might have added that ball, but what I did add were these. I just bought them. I love tassels, and this is part of a Grand Millennial design, is to use things like that. And so I have a few nice tassels in the house, but I saw these on Amazon and they were a really great buy. And of course you can get different colors, but I thought they were really pretty. And my goodness, I mean, when I got them, I'm like, oh, I could put one there on the fireplace because we're not using that right now. Or I could tie one around one of my knobs over there. You can put them on lamps. I think I love them wrapped around a lamp, especially when you got two lamps. Anyway, I thought that was a great option. Okay, let's see what we did over here. Oh, just this little spot. So this little guy came from Hobby Lobby. I just was really into these little hanging canvases this year. They're easy to store and they're easy to hang because you only need one little thing. So I decided not to deck this out like I normally do. I think a child was down here. These little plates or bowls I got at Home Goods for a song. And I already had these were frames I added last season. And I brought this piece down, which I've had for a long time. And it's just a nice little, I'm trying to get photographs out more. It's hard when you like your decor so much. So that's it for this room. Final reveal. Very relaxed, casual, coastal, and makes me super happy. Okay. Have I changed things on this table? A little bit. So I told you I had bought the base here. These are Creative Co-op I got on Amazon, and then I'm not sure if I bought these. I think I bought these at Hobby Lobby. I had so many shells. We were removing them for the day of the brunch, and so my grandson and I just kind of spread them along here, and I really liked that. I was using the seashell napkin rings, so I looked through my stash, and I had these, which are a stainless steel coral. And so we did that. So that's what's changed here. And the kitchen. So yeah, I changed a little bit. I'm not sure if I had this right there. I might have. I did. I just popped a piece of coral. And by the way, we're getting ready for company, so I'll kind of talk about that. Like I like to have some of my serving dishes are out just because I want to make sure I know. I made up this little guy with our plastic or melamine turtle plates and then just disposable things, and put a couple of starfish in front. We just got back from Costco. What a fun trip. So you guys, yeah, one of our grandkids' jars just changed to this. This is great for taking out to the pool. I mean, they always want snacks. I just found these and I thought, wow, for the price, let's try it. So it's a ready-made mimosa, and I feel like they were $8 for the bottle. And then I picked these up at TJ Maxx. Toasted marshmallow, coffee syrup, and English toffee. All right, what else have we got? I mean, I've changed this several times because I had pasta salad in this the other day, and then we're like, where did I have this? What did I have in it? Well, it just all kind of went to whatever. So this is what we ended up with for this island for summer, the late summer decor. And in here, I've got special treats. I got little banana miniature moon pies and some ginger snaps. This one is my dark brown sugar, so I can make some more of that pig candy. And these are the greatest. If you haven't seen these, I mean, I've bought these everywhere. You can get them Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Ross, anywhere, maybe even Walmart. And they're just so, they work so great. And we used them outside the other day for sure. It was wonderful. Okay, this island, well, we just took the butter, my little butter out because it won't come out. It's frozen together at the moment. I said, well, let's just set it out because butter can stay out. But before that, we've got these. These are little lily plates. I can probably link. They're all different. Well, they're not all different. I think 4 of them are different. Yeah, and then it repeats. And then, oh my goodness, we got up to check out and we had one of these things of tomatoes, which is like 5. They said, oh no, it's the whole box. So for $6, we got a whole box of garden tomatoes. I wish they were mine that I grew in my garden this year, but that didn't happen. So super simple. Here is that island done. And what do we do over here? I changed out the plates to seashells and I added starfish. Up here, I left that alone because the color still worked. Another fun thing I got at Home Goods this year was that I love that little scalloped board with a starfish on it. And I added these beads. They are from Amazon. And then here's some treats we just bought, you guys. For breakfast, desserts, some fresh apples. Over here, I tried a couple things and I ended up just adding this little plate. It's a little serving dish. And I just popped my towels on top with my Innis. Even the Innis, I mean, here's that color and here's that color. It's so pretty. And just popped my, ooh, I forgot. This leaks. That's one of the bad things about, yeah, I've got to make sure there's water in there for those beautiful flowers. My goodness, they're gorgeous. So those I got at Costco's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago. They're gorgeous. And oh yes, so I finished these in case you hadn't seen them, the napkins. I get so many compliments. People are, they are just beside themselves when I tell them they're paper napkins with Scotch tape. And then up here, that's what I did. So this beautiful bowl, and I may have shown this in a haul, I don't know. It's a beautiful shell bowl, blue, and then these are plates. And so I just set those plates up and then I popped the starfish. So they're all exactly the same up there. So that's the kitchen. Oh no, I forgot about this. And then we have this part. So I didn't change a lot. I forget what kind of sign or something I had there, but I ended up putting up the one, may the doors of your home be forever open and your halls echo with love and laughter, which I got at a little boutique. I left the flowers because I really didn't have anything else that was as impactful as that. I love my picnic basket and napkin. So I took the birdhouse and put it out on the sun porch and added a jar of shells and then added some starfish to the front. And that is it for this room. We'll go to one more spot. And that is, oh, and I also picked up these rugs this year, just in case I haven't mentioned it. I got 2 of them and they are washable. Got them on Amazon and I love the color. Okay. In here, I went very simple with these Walmart And I got these online at Walmart, you guys. So you're not going to find them in the store. And I know somebody had asked me, they said they couldn't find them again. Sometimes they sell out of stuff and then they don't restock it. But they were, I feel like they were $19 or something. They were very reasonable. And I love a hurricane. And then those are LEDs that I got at Hobby Lobby. And this, somebody told me in the comments that this was from Hobby Lobby last year. I don't know if they still have them. If they do, they're not in the summer section. They're in this area where they do very specific coastal items. And then I added this with the branches. I've had this in other places in the house, but I just wanted it to be very light and airy. And then I just added a few seashells at the bottom. So that is that. Oh, somebody's coming down the steps. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, you're getting your exercise. All right, we're going to do one last thing in the foyer. So I didn't change out the rug for summer. Usually I have in summer a lighter rug. I've got a pink version and kind of a navy blue. But I really like highlighting my wallpaper and keeping that green and pink going. So I did that, and I believe I had these here. If I didn't, I already had these here because I'm looking at the other room. So that I didn't change, but normally I have hymns hanging here. And I took these down out of the family room and I thought, you know, there's still very much the coastal summer feel I was going for. Where could I hang them? And look at, they fit there just perfectly. So just showing you, you know, if you kind of have some pictures that are all in the same size range, it really makes it easy to flip out from just a season or just because you got bored with it or you wanted to change the color up, whatever. So this was one of the very simple transitions I made, but you know, knowing that we've got the little coastal wreaths here, it just kind of, yeah, it opens the house up to that look. So that was a whole lot of spaces and information packed into a very short video. I hope you got some ideas and inspiration, whether you're getting ready for your fall planning. It doesn't matter. It's the elements and the way we're using them that you can use. So I am going to be bringing you a few more videos for summer because I have quite a few more rooms, but I'm not going to do them all for sure because probably somewhere in the second week of August, I'm going to go full on fall. But as soon as those videos are done, I'm going to be doing a summer house tour, 2 parts, and then we'll do some inspiration for fall and fall planning, and then we'll get right into fall decorating. And I hope you're ready for it. You know what? I think I am this year. Normally I'm kicking and screaming going into fall, but because I started with a very bright spring in January, I've had, you know, 7, almost 8 months of this, and I'm kind of feeling ready for that cozy, even though it's 95 degrees outside. All right, I hope you will remember to give me a like. It really helps my channel grow. And if you can, talk to me in the comments. I look at everybody's comments. I like them and I answer them if there's a question. I will have the links for, well, some of the links for some of this. This was a lot today, but I'll have some links for you. And also always check out my Amazon storefront. It's amazon.com/shop/your home, your happy place. And you'll see cottage coastal, you'll see grand millennial, you'll see all the styles that I enjoy, chinoiserie, and you'll find a lot of individual things as well. So I hope to see you in the next video. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you decide to stay and subscribe. It's free. Bye, guys.